Hi, welcome to the year of 2017, which is 5,574th year since the beginning of this earth. Today we're going to talk about the Torah portion called Kizavu, meaning Moses was giving his final speech because Moses died in the month of Adar on 7th day of the month of Adar. So God already told him that he is going to be raised along with his forefathers, and Moses was delivering the final speech, and it was a big memento, and he was talking about what they are supposed to do in the land when they enter. What are the priorities that they are supposed to do in the land when they enter into the Canaan? In our life, how many of us we prioritize our daily schedules? I don't know how many people exactly, because most of us we don't even schedule our timings, we don't even schedule our days, we just go just like that. But as Christians, as the followers of Jesus Christ, we must prioritize certain things in our life. That's what Bible talks about. That's what Moses was telling to them. Prioritize about what are the things that they're supposed to do in the land of Canaan when they enter. The first thing he was talking about is, about the first fruits. When we get up in the morning, most of us, we start in the Jewish culture. I'll tell you how the Jewish people function. Most of us, what we do nowadays, we just get up in the morning, and we pray. Probably we'll be addressing our prayers in the titles of God. Maybe Jehovah Jireh or Jehovah Nissi or Jehovah Shalom, save me, protect me, or something like that. But the Torah, what they talk about in Torah is, when you get up in the morning, the first time you will talk to God to, thanking God for the day and the time that you have gotten that day. After that, you will cleanse yourself, you will cleanse your hands, you will cleanse your feet, everything. Then only you will use the titles of God, because titles have meaning, and you cannot address God just like that without cleansing yourself. So the Jewish people, they have to clean themselves. This one you can see also, sometimes, in other cultures, they'll be cleaning their feet and hands, whatever it is. But in the Jewish culture, they must clean themselves before addressing God in the names. I do not know how many of us we do, because we are so lazy. We don't even brush our teeth, and we'll just pray God and then we walk out. And the prioritization in our daily life, that we never do. And Moses tells them when they enter the land, and they're supposed to give or bring their first fruits to offer to God. The very first fruits, meaning that if they're having a fig garden, or they are having an orange garden, or if they're having an olive garden, or if they have anything, when the time of the blossom of the first fruit, when it comes out, a Jewish guy will pluck that fruits and he will take it to the temple to offer it. That's how it should be. We cannot, take anything from that. You cannot just, take your portions first. No, it has to go first thing to God, the best thing to God. In Jewish culture, it's very interesting, because we celebrate ours as a harvest fruits, harvest festival. We bring in, our people, we sell something, we sell vada, biryani. They are not the first fruits, right? We sell that and then take that one to our church fundings. But in Jewish culture, the first fruit, what they celebrate, is that when they get these things, they have to offer to the temple, number one. And they have to give it to the priest also. Kohanim, the Levites, were surviving by the offerings from the congregation, what they had. I think we have already talked about this one. And also, there are certain things that the rules they'll follow, that when they have the slaves, or when they have the servants, not even slaves, servants in their life, what they do is they must give the best, the best of the food what they eat. If they have set up the table, the first best of food should go to the servants, to the workers. Then only the house owner should eat. And if they have a clothing, the best clothing should be given to the servants. If they have a place to live, they have to give the best place for them to offer them the place, make sure that they're having a place to live. So they must give the best things to the other people. Isn't it? Isn't it looks like something that we never press on that, or we never think about that, or we just buy something, we give it. We buy saris, or as I said, that we give charity, but we just give it just like that, because we think that just giving itself is a big thing. And people take this one as just like a social service. Most of the evangelists and pastors, they take this one like any other social person can do normally. That they will go on, we are serving for widows, we are serving for young kids, we are giving this one, that one. Are we giving the best of what we're supposed to? That's what the Torah portion talks about. Folks, I'm telling you, it is not the 10 commandments only, because, obey your honor your parents, give your parents, all the honor that we're supposed to give. It is not one of the 10 commandments. It is one of the 613 commandments that we should be following. So we were missing all these years that lots of other commandments we are supposed to follow. So that is what I'm talking about. It is strictly to be followed. When we give out, we will give the best things to the servants, the best thing to the poor. Then only, it is being acceptable in the sight of God. But we don't do that normally. I don't know why. We weren't taught. Basically, that's the one thing that I can tell. Kisavo, the Torah portion, which is Deuteronomy chapter from 26 to 28, it talks about very clearly the narrative of Moses' speech, and Moses talks about this one very, very expressively. What they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to give, and what are the things that they're supposed to give. The first fruits belongs to God. The first time when you get up in the morning, pray this one: God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this holy day. Thank you for waking me up in this early morning. Thank you for giving me the life today. My eyes shall see the holy ones. My ears should see the holy things. My mouth shall speak the holy things. My nose shall be breathing the holy air, so that I can live long life here, serving you, serving your kingdom. We must pray every single day, thanking the day, then get up, cleaned up, and then go and make a prayer. How many hours we are prioritizing daily? What are the best times that we are offering to God? Are we giving some one page, turn it up, one page, read and run away? Or what are the timings? The best time are we giving in every single day life? We don't do this. So these are the things we must adapt, regardless that we are going to be, having, a big house or big thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. In God's kingdom, He's not going to look into what you possess. People build big buildings. Oh my goodness, very fashionable buildings. And people have fashionable clothing. People live with a very high style living. And, but they still go to the way of so humbly and talk to God. God is not at all interested in what you possess. God is interested in what you give away. As I told the other tape or other video, the Western world has the best people who gathers more, who has it more. But in our side, in Eastern world, we have the legendary heroes who give away the most. I already gave you some example. Gandhi, Buddha, and all the other people. They give their life. They give everything away for the public. In other side, in Western world, who has the more wealth, he'll be the best person. So God is not talking like that. Kisao, when Moses was giving the instruction for them, give the best things to God. The first fruit to be given to God. Once upon a time, there was a rabbi living. So one person went and asked the rabbi, Rabbi, how much you owe? Meaning, how much you worth? Are you worth of how much money that you worth? The rabbi said some amount, but actually, rabbi worth much more than the amount what he said. Everybody was surprised because he should be worth at least like 500 crores of rupees or something. But why would he say only 1 or 2 crore or something? That's not right. So they asked, I think, Rabbi, you must be, worth of much more than what you said. And then to that, Rabbi replied, he said, you didn't ask me what is the worth of my possessions? What is the worth of my wealth? Or what is the worth of my properties? You didn't ask me that question. You asked me how much I worth, how much I value. So this is what I value today because this is what the amount I offered last year. God is going to value how much we gave away to people. That is what the worth that we are worth. We are not worth because of I'm having 3 houses. I'm having a house with a very fantastic way. I'm the best singer in the world, or I'm the best musician in the world. I'm the best preacher in the world. Oh, I'm the most having all the cars I have in the world. I mean, like, you can tell anything. I have 15 kilos of gold, whatever you can tell. But God is not interested in that. But our values in the kingdom of heavens are weighed by how much we gave it to others and what we gave it to others. Are we giving the best out of what we have, or we're giving just the something that what we have? These are all the things that we should understand in living life of Christianity. As I always say that one, Christianity is what we think. We may justify ourselves, we may satisfy ourselves that, oh no, you talk about all these other commandments, stuff like that. Doesn't matter. You think that when God comes in, He's going to leave all these people in this world and He'll just choose it. I never